You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
A real gangster plays his cards, right?
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! Yeah! How you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. It is our job to give you some interesting bits in order of sports, entertainment, and odd news. This is why you need to watch the video feed sometimes. You never know what you're going to get here on the video feed. You're getting dual Michaels right now if you're on the video feed.
Getting all the Michaels.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the mics. Mics on the mics.
That's multiple mics on multiple mics.
That's right. That's what you can get on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting our little show. So let's explain this right now. Why do we have two of you, Mike? What is happening? Actually, we have three of you right now.
There's so many Michaels happening.
Yeah, this is too many mics for the universe to hold.
So what happened is my fiance had her bachelorette weekend trip thing going on.
Yes.
And one of the things they do is they print out pictures of the betrothed to make signs out of. And that's what these are. For this, I don't know how else. It's just my face on a popsicle stick.
Yes, but they're in various facial.
I was told to do different expressions.
Yeah. So you could substitute yourself for these now. You don't have to put any wrinkles on your face.
No, that's true. You know, during the podcast, if somebody says something like salacious, Rich will hold up that face right there, like, ooh.
Ooh.
If somebody says something thought-provoking, I could just hold up this face right here, the thought-provoking face.
Well, Bruno said that this face is the perfect expression for this guy.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
So maybe I'll do that for the erotic clip.
Yeah, you just hold it up, yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot of work, but there you go. I love it.
It had me dying
yes.
Because you know my sister-in-law was taking a bunch of pictures, and like I didn't, to be truthful, I didn't realize they did this kind of thing at bachelorette parties.
Oh yeah, this is the thing.
And so you know I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I was just making all these goofy faces, and then you know people start texting me photos of my face on these popsicle sticks in various situations. I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like, don't make me regret taking those photos.
Yeah.
It was all in good fun, but yeah.
So you got the...
I have like 5 of these faces now.
Yeah, you got the expressions on the sticks.
Yeah.
Rachel's bachelorette was, I think they made like temporary tattoos of my face.
I asked them, somebody said that, and I said, please don't put my face on anybody's body. I was like, please don't do that.
Yeah, that was, I don't know who
that was a specific request of mine. I was like, please no.
I don't know who ended up on, I don't know
where did your face end up?
Right, I don't know where my face ended up on people's body parts.
And you're like, you know, I don't want to know.
Yeah, we'll just leave it a mystery.
Right, exactly. Some things don't need to be answered.
There you go.
They're better left as a mystery.
Yep. So, interesting way to start the show off.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, Mikey, anything else happening in your world?
Well, like I said, Jordan was away, so I had a lot of time to myself, and I filled it with crappy movies. I watched Until Dawn and Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, the Until Dawn movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And neither of them were very good.
Okay.
If I had to pick one to watch, it would be Until Dawn, without a doubt.
I would hope so, considering... I mean, what are you going to get from a comedy sequel? Already, for me, the bar's low on Happy Gilmore 2.
And to be quite honest, I mean, we hold Happy Gilmore, the original, near and dear, but, like, really search your soul. It's not a cinematic masterpiece. It's a dopey comedy. So the bar's already, you know, where it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to get lifted much higher. So yeah, I thought that Happy Gilmore 2 it just had this like very try hard energy, and also it was just nonsensical. I mean, I know it's a comedy, but like even within its universe, it didn't make any sense. Like the whole premise was like this one company is like cutting a muscle in the golfers' backs so that they can like turn all the way around and get like extra rotation. And so then the regular golfers have to fight these like mutant golfers. It was like totally, it made almost zero sense. Until Dawn, a horror movie based on a video game which completely changed the plot of the video game and somehow involved a time manipulation element, was somehow better, in my opinion, than Happy Gilmore 2, which is saying a lot.
But I think that's to be expected.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't want to give any credit to.
I just don't want to give any credit to Happy Gilmore 2. But the Until Dawn movie was really good. They changed the plot entirely.
Yeah.
Very silly, but had some decent jump scares. I thought the premise wasn't too bad. It was, they had to relive the same night over and over again until they figured out how to survive until dawn. And the one character quips like, wait a second, is this like those movies? Yes, it is like those movies. So it tried to be like self-referential, deprecating, and I was like, no, don't. Just stick to the jump scares.
Okay.
Yeah. It was fine though. They were both fine.
There you go. Mikey's movie reviews there. Everything sucks.
Everything sucks. I hate it. I can't even enjoy movies anymore. Rich.
All right. Someone sounds like an old bastard.
I do. I feel like that. My family hates it when I pick movies. They're like, oh, God, here he goes again. I'm like, leave me alone. All right.
That's usually my job.
Yeah. But what have you been up to? Did you watch any crappy movies, or what did you get up to?
No. My probably most recent thing that I've been doing is I'm playing Expedition 33.
Yeah, how is that?
It's very good, and I just finished Act 1.
Out of
3.
Okay.
And it's there's a very significant cliffhanger.
Okay. So you're eager to get back to it.
Yeah, and it was like it's one of those things. It was like the perfect way to end the night.
Right.
Because like it's like a definitive end to Act 1.
Right.
But like at the same time, you're like, I need to know. It's a cliffhanger. Damn it! I need to know more. So it's not good because it's like always in the back of my mind, like, oh, what's gonna happen now? I need to know what happens now. It's like always pulling.
Well, that's a good sign of a really good story. I've only heard fantastic things about the game.
Yes.
So how's the combat? How's the story? The big thing for me is the combat. I heard some mixed things about it. Like it seemed like it wasn't a combat system that I would be interested in. So I'm looking for somebody to tell me that it's really good and that I should just do it.
Well, it's a turn-based system. Okay. So
I heard there's like a lot of blocking and parrying and like
there is to a degree, because you need to be able to block a couple times to save your health.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to deplete your health pretty fast. But your attacks, as long as you do your attacks in a logical way, I think you should be able to handle them.
Okay.
It's not unreasonable.
I don't want to feel like I'm playing a rhythm game in the middle of my RPG. You know what I mean?
Well, it's only on defense.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I more research is needed on my part.
Yeah.
There's like a small sale going on right now for the game. It's like 10% off. So I was like, ooh, I'm like very tempted to grab it because I've heard really, really good things about it.
The story's great.
And that's enough to carry it through, even if maybe I'm not a huge fan of the combat.
think so. The story is definitely unique. The setting is very unique. There's a reason why things are very colorful. It's worth your time. I'm very much enjoying it.
Okay,
I'll leave it at that.
I might have to take the plunge on the sale then.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So pretty good reviews from very early on in the game.
Yeah,
nice.
That was pretty much one of my nights was dedicated just to Expedition 33 because I'm trying to put some dents into that, and I'm done Act 1, so I'm getting there. So I got 2 more acts to go. Here we go. And I guess the other thing I want to mention is, I'm going to get a new laptop. That's cool. I've been searching for a new laptop.
That's always fun. I love getting new tech.
It will be coming. So for those that have the video feed here, this is the last time you're going to see my MSI laptop. I'm jumping brands.
Do you still have the RGB LED lights on the outside like this one does? Because you have this.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
It's not as much as this one.
Okay.
Yeah, the MSI they definitely went overkill on the RGB, but I'm getting a new laptop, so that's very exciting. I love getting new tech. It's just
it's so much fun.
Yeah,
getting to tinker with it and see what it can do.
Right, yeah. And then how it's almost like a refresher because it's like you got to reset up your reset up the computer. You want to be able to tune it to the way you want to use it, and then like I get to reset my like desk. I want to get to reconfigure how I want things to be. This is very nerdy.
But it really is. I love it. Like anytime,
I love it, though.
Every time I get a new thing, I'm like, ooh, let me dive into the settings.
Yeah, right?
Like, that's not fun for anybody except for people like us.
You're also talking to the guy that when I get a free copy of NBA 2K25, I go right into the league redistribution menu and I try to create my own conferences and divisions.
I feel like we're very close to competing in like the Excel spreadsheet championship. I feel like we're like you're talking about like Financial Manager 2025. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like playing the basketball, it's just the front office simulator.
But it's
spreadsheet
not even,
simulator.
No, it's not even that, though. I just want to be able to move the teams to where I think should be. If I was the NBA commissioner, this is how I would divvy up the teams.
You're like, this is the most logical way to break up these divisions.
Like, for example, in my opinion, and in my NBA 2K25, there should be an all-California division. You have enough teams for it.
There should be. No, you're absolutely right on that point.
Yeah. Like, put them all in, and just that's their division. The California division.
I always used to like to create my own team, and it would always be like the Ambler team. And I'm like, why in the world would Ambler have a professional football team?
Why not?
That is in direct competition with like the Philadelphia Eagles right there.
Look, Ambler's got a SEPTA stop.
For the time being.
Good point.
Our line is not getting cut.
That you know of.
Yet.
All right.
Anyway, that's some southeastern Pennsylvania specific news.
Yes, Mike is all about the doom and gloom here.
Why are they trying to take my SEPTA? It goes straight into Center City. It's like 25 minutes, and it's like what, $7-8?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
All right.
Anyway,
let's move on then. We're done the personal bit. We're done nerding out. Like, we need to get to the news at hand, and we've got 3 topics that we go over here in the Crispy Noodle podcast. And the first topic that we like to talk about is sports. So let's jump into the sports sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports.
In your face. Ha ha!
That is right. Sports coming at you in your face here in this first part of the show. And Mike, I know Mike wants to talk about this quote. This is a very interesting quote that came from Terry Bradshaw. Or do you just like this quote because it's crapping on Aaron Rodgers?
yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's just cut to the chase. This story is here just because it is a ridiculous quote about a ridiculous quarterback from another ridiculous quarterback. Like, Terry Bradshaw is a goofy dude himself.
Yes.
Hall of Fame quarterback, yes, but kind of goofy and dopey.
Yes.
But he had the most perfect quote, I think, about the Pittsburgh Steelers, Aaron Rodgers situation, which we've ragged on a lot here on the podcast because it is so confusing and baffling. But Terry Bradshaw had this to say about... I
got it.
I know. I see you got it. He had this to say about Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers.
Here's the full-blown audio clip. If it goes, it was loading. It was working before. I had it going.
Aaron Rodgers being the quarterback, that's a joke. He shouldn't. That is just, to me, is a joke. What are you going to do? Bring him in for 1 year? Are you kidding me? I mean,
that's not the Steelers' way, right?
No, man. That guy needs to stay in California and go,
Thank you.
somewhere and
Thank you.
chew on bark. And and whisper to the gods out there.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you
So-
go. Chew on bark.
So there you go. Yeah, he says he should go somewhere and chew on bark and whisper to the gods out there.
What the hell does that even mean? Chew on bark?
But like that, I mean, tell me that doesn't kind of fit Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, sure, but what does that mean? Chew on bark? I've never heard that.
He's trying
What?
to suggest that Aaron Rodgers is like hippy dippy, like darkness retreat kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't stick with the darkness retreat.
The
That's
Darkness
what he's
Retreat,
famous for.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I mean, that's what I have the sound clip for.
I'm in the dark here.
That's what he should have went on. I don't know what chew on bark is.
I don't know. I feel like he does weird stuff like that, like chew on bark.
Chew on bark.
Um,
It was also weird how you bark. Like
bark.
yeah, he really accentuated that A.
With that accent.
Chew
yeah.
on bark.
But as ridiculous as the quote is, it kind of does echo what we've been saying about this situation. It's un-Steelers like. It's silly to think that this is the one missing piece and they're going to go straight to the Super Bowl. For a single year, Aaron Rodgers already said this is it. This is the last year. So I'm not sure what the Steelers hope to accomplish with it. He's not bringing up a young guy in the wings. It's just
it's
very baffling.
This is Super Bowl or bust. They think this is the year,
Which is it. I mean, we've been over it. Totally ridiculous. I don't think it's going to happen. To bring back one of your favorite things, maybe 5%. Maybe it's a 5%er, but I feel like it's more like maybe it's a 0.5%er.
If that, I don't think it's 5%.
It's comical. And Terry Bradshaw's quote, ridiculous, but I think it hits at the heart of the situation that people have been talking about with the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers. It doesn't make sense.
No. But yeah, we shall see if the Steelers know what they're doing. I don't know. I don't think it's happening.
Hey, it's just under 2 months away, start of the season. So we'll find out sooner rather than later.
There's a preseason game, I think, this weekend. I think it's the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, I think it might be the Hall of Fame game. Yeah, so we're going to have actual football to watch in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Guess who might be starting in that Hall of Fame game?
Who?
A guy named Trey Lance. Do you remember that guy?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Where's he been?
He's now apparently on the Chargers, and he might be starting.
Good for him.
Remember when he was traded for like 3 first-round picks?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Boy.
The NFL is a weird place.
Yeah. Whoops.
So good for him. Yeah. So we'll see. Football starting back up soon enough. But one sport that is still in the middle of its current season, Major League Baseball, had some news coming out of a visit that the MLB commissioner paid to Philadelphia. What happened,
Oh,
Rich?
yeah. I love this story. This is amazing. Bryce Harper has now had the Philly seeds implanted in him.
He's full Philly through and through now.
Yeah, you cannot get the Philly out of him now. He has been absorbed into this city because he went a little off the rails here. So just to give you guys some background on this, the MLB commissioner likes to visit each ball club's clubhouse once a season just to check on them, get like a vibe of like what's working in the league, what isn't working. You know, it's a general, kind of PR stunt internally.
Right.
Answer questions, all that hoopla. Promote synergy, something like that.
Synergy, yeah.
Yeah. So Rob Manfred did his visit with the Philadelphia Phillies, and he floated the idea of a salary cap in Major League Baseball. And here's something that's, I guess I never fully 100% realized, because we've always kind of said we want to see a salary cap in baseball, because we think that would be the fairest way to make everybody on an equal playing field.
Yeah.
But the players themselves are against it.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously that will give the teams an excuse to lowball their contracts and their salaries.
Yeah,
we can't pay you that. We only got a certain amount in the budget.
Why would, guys like Bryce Harper or Shohei Ohtani be like, oh, yeah, we should definitely limit the hundreds of millions of dollars we could potentially make, or billions in the case of some players. Yeah, players are 100% against this. I mean, I can't think of any player who'd be like, oh, yeah, we should absolutely, have a salary cap.
Yeah, nope.
So I take it that Bryce Harper was not happy about hearing this idea floated.
No. So this is according to ESPN's Jeff Passan, he's a heavy hitter in the sports world. I would have to imagine this is somewhat true.
Right.
He's usually pretty accurate on things. According to his reporting, he said that Manfred proposed the salary cap to the players. That's when Harper, who was silent during the whole time, held a bat in his hand, said that players will threaten to not play 162 games in a season if that happens. Manfred said that the league is trying to grow the business and that attitude wouldn't help the players or their morale. And in return, Harper, with the bat still in his hand, replied, "If you want to speak about that, then get the F out of our clubhouse."
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
With the bat in his hand, he is threatening the commissioner of baseball.
Literally threatening him with a baseball bat.
Like this is like going to your boss and threatening him with some sort of instrument, being like, "Get the F out of my room." Like, who can do that?
I personally love it. I love it for Bryce
No, I'm
Harper.
gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Yeah, old style with a baseball bat.
That is old style. I love it for Bryce Harper. I love it for the Phillies and Philadelphia in general. He's really embraced our mentality of fight us.
Yes. F around and find out.
Yeah.
FAFO.
That's exactly what Bryce Harper was suggesting to the commissioner. But it does bring up an interesting sort of internal conflict here in MLB, to make things a little serious here, about instituting a salary cap. It's something we've talked about before, and you mentioned that I guess baseball also has a collective bargaining agreement or something similar to that.
So this is why this is coming up, because their collective bargaining agreement with the players ends at the end of 2026.
Right. So not this year, but next season.
Yes. So if they don't get something agreed upon, let's see, we're halfway through 2025. So if they don't have something agreed upon in 15 months,
yeah,
we're looking at another work stoppage.
Right. And this could be
the second one this decade for baseball.
Yeah, and
because it's happened during COVID.
Yeah, and I feel like this is going to be a big sticking point because, and I think it's honestly LA's fault. You see these salaries. What did LA spend? $1.6 or $7 billion
cumulatively, yeah,
in salary. I think it was like 2 or 3 players. It was almost like
players, yeah.
$2 billion.
Prorated, but yeah.
But what other market can compete with that? You got New York, and
that's it.
Maybe Philadelphia, maybe Boston, maybe Chicago. But that's the point. Maybe 5 teams out of 30.
Yeah. No, even that. It's pretty much
even that. That's a stretch.
If you're talking the B word,
big B.
That's pretty much only New York and LA.
So you can imagine that at least, say, 25 to 28 owners would like somebody to stop New York and LA.
Yeah.
Because it's creating an unfair playing environment for the players and the teams and the owners. Like, how can an owner field a team if the Yankees or the Dodgers are just going to buy up everybody, right?
I mean, that was the whole genesis of the problem with Moneyball.
Yeah.
The Athletics were like, there's no way we're ever going to be able to replace Giambi and some of our stars, because the moment they hit the free agency market, boom,
right.
They go to the Yankees, they go to the Dodgers, they go to the Red Sox at the time.
And I mean, to be fair to the players, why wouldn't they? You know, you go to a team, they're like, oh, we're going to give you $500 million. Another team's like, well, we can give you 2. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to turn down $300 million.
We can give you a Burger King coupon.
Right. Yeah. Right. We rented you a really nice condo downtown. It's like, okay, I'm going to go with the $1 billion contract.
Yeah.
You know? Then from the players' side, you know, obviously they're looking at it like, why would I give up infinite money potentially?
Yeah. This could be...
Why would you give up a big B contract?
Yeah.
And
one that can be prorated so that, like, when you're done baseball, you'll continually to have a salary coming in.
Right, you're set for life between the initial salary and the fact that it just drags on for decades. It's,
Yeah, it's
and
very concerning.
Baseball is fully guaranteed, typically, right?
I mean, it depends on the contract, but
Okay,
yeah,
there's more fully guaranteed deals than not. I think
depending on the players. If you're talking about star players, yes.
Okay.
Talking about like the lower
run of the mill guys.
Yeah. That's it depends. Depends on the players.
Okay.
And then there's also prorated buyouts and stuff like that happen. So you got to keep that in mind as well. But
where do you stand on this?
I know
it's tough because on the one hand,
idealistically,
right,
you would like to see a salary cap because these teams like Miami, these teams like Colorado, they can't compete. It's pennies. They're not even David versus Goliath. They're like
any market that's not a top 5 market.
They're
is
like
going to struggle.
They're more like a fly on David versus Goliath.
Yeah,
like they're not even like, to be honest with you, David would be like the Phillies. The Phillies have a big. I'll go with. I'm trying. I don't know, somewhere I can't think of one now off the top of my head, but like a 10th team or something, like somewhere in that ballpark.
Right.
Like teams like that are like the Colorado Rockies that are just they can't do anything. They can't retain star talent. What are they supposed to do? Like if they're lucky enough to even draft talent, boom, they're gone. They're not staying in Colorado.
Yeah. So I pulled up the salaries for 2025.
Who's in like the 10th to 15th area?
So 10th to 15th, we have is that the LA Angels?
Angels, okay, that makes sense.
Chicago Cubs, San Francisco, Boston.
They're like kind of the true Davids.
But those teams, when you get to 10th overall, $140 million difference,
which is still huge.
That's huge. So the top,
and then go to the bottom. Who's the
that's the real shame. So to give you context,
who's the very bottom?
The top 3 teams. Let me give you context. The top 3 teams are the Dodgers, LA Dodgers, New York Mets, New York Yankees. LA, New York, New York. Then Philadelphia. We're barely competing there. About $50 million less than the top spot. Dead last is Miami. Compared to LA Dodgers' $341 million payroll, Miami, 67.
Yeah.
67. That's what, a fifth?
They're a fly on David taking on Goliath.
That's not even remotely close.
Right. So, like, that's when I look at that. I'm like, they got to do something about it. There needs to be some sort of, at least a soft salary cap, something.
Because when you look at the NFL, every team gets the same exact amount.
Well, the NFL's a hard salary cap.
Right.
Yeah, you can't go over, period.
Right. So doesn't matter what size market, you have the same potential to compete, at least financially. In the MLB, Miami doesn't even have a chance. $67 million compared to $340. It's
ridiculous.
Not even remotely close.
You got to at least charge some sort of soft salary cap, some sort of penalty if you go over it.
So
to me, that's the fairest way to handle it.
That's kind of a good middle ground. I think you said in the past that NBA has a soft salary cap where there's like a penalty tax or something if you just spend.
Right.
That way, if owners in LA and New York want to rake up the bills, sure.
Yeah.
Let them. They can continue to pay out the nose, but it hopefully works as somewhat of a deterrent. Right? Maybe.
You would hope. I mean, I don't know. Some of these teams, man.
At a certain point.
The Dodgers don't care. They're just printing money at this rate.
$340 million a year.
Yeah. They don't care. Because they know every home game is going to be a sellout because of Ohtani.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, it's a tough topic. I personally would like to see some kind of system in place to level the playing field. I don't know what that system is. Maybe it is a soft cap. just because it's just so unfair to any market that's not a top 10 market.
I want to see them penalize this prorated
prorated
buyout
the contract. Yeah,
that to me seems illegal. There's something weird with that. I don't like that.
Because you mentioned there was like some crazy tax loopholes.
Congress is looking into it.
Yeah.
Because if Ohtani, when he's done his playing career, if he moves back to Japan, we can't collect taxes on his salary. He's going back. He's going back to Japan.
he's like peace. See you later. Yeah,
and that's a heavily taxed state, California.
Oh, yeah.
You're missing out on a lot of good money there.
Oh yeah, and it's hundreds of millions. It's not like somebody run of the mill salary out there. This is like hundreds of millions of dollars that they should be. Collecting
it's
taxes
bad
on.
if Congress is debating about looking into it.
Right.
Hey, we're not getting our cut here, Mr. Ohtani.
Exactly.
Where are you? Where's your gambler?
So what do you think? Do you think the IRS comes into the Phillies clubhouse? Do you think Bryce Harper takes a bat to them as well?
That would be pretty awesome.
All of a sudden, headlines, Bryce Harper in federal prison.
Yeah. Bryce Harper can't play. He's stuck in prison.
Permanently suspended for brandishing a bat at IRS agents. Could happen. Could happen.
Yeah. Harper takes a swing at Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell just goes, huh?
It could get crazy.
Yeah.
And MLB salary cap, it's going to be a hot button issue, especially heading into the.
Here's the real question.
Yeah.
Is the salary cap worth dying on the hill and risking a work stoppage in 2027? That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling 2027 is going to roll around and there's going to be a legitimate threat of a strike. And if it does, that's going to kill baseball. Baseball, they've been doing so good recently to try and win back audiences between the pitch clock, between teasing the fact that they could do robo-umps, expanding the playoffs. Like, they've been doing things right so far.
They've been doing a lot of things right. It's about time that they do something wrong.
Right. And if they get this wrong and they allow another work stoppage within the last decade, that's going to be a killer.
I think that there is a significant chance. You talk about 5%. I think it's way more than 5% in this case, because this is a matter of hundreds of millions of dollars. Miami, use them as an example again. They just straight up cannot compete.
No.
There's a lot of owners that are, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it from the perspective of owners who want to make a legitimate go of it. There might be some owners out there that just want to make a quick buck. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I'm looking at it from the perspective that they want to compete. So assuming that they want to compete, they feel like they can't. So they're going to be very strongly advocating for a salary cap. Meanwhile, the players, this is a great hill for them to die on. They're like, I can make infinite money or lose out on tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, because I'm going to get lowballed, yeah.
So both of these parties have a lot riding on this. This isn't like, I'm trying to think back to when the NFL had their CBA agreements. It's like, little percentage points. This is like vast sums of money.
Especially for the star players, yeah.
Yeah. Shohei Ohtani could go from making $1 billion to a measly $500 million. That's,
That's still $500 million.
That's still $500 million, but if you had a chance for $1 billion versus just $1 million, go from a big B to just peon millions of dollars. For people of his stature, that's crazy to try to wrap their minds around. Why would you give up $500 million? To
me, they either need to go after a soft salary cap or they need to go after the prorated buyouts, because
they need to get one of those. They need to get one of those things off the books.
Yeah,
having both of those at the same time is crazy.
It's too much liquidity to have for some of these, for a team like an LA Dodgers, for a team like a Yankees,
because they know they can manipulate the numbers any way they need to, because there's such a big market. Miami, I keep picking on them, but that's the most obvious example. They just don't even stand a chance.
Yeah.
They can't do anything.
Yep.
So something's got to be done.
Yeah. So there you go. Hopefully Bryce Harper doesn't threaten anymore people with a baseball bat.
He's attacking congressmen and IRS agents.
But I'll tell you what, yeah, if you want to talk about his livelihood, oh, yeah, he's not going to take that line down.
Serious stuff, man.
Yeah. All right, so on that note, we will take a quick break. We're going to leave the sports sampler, but coming up, we've got the entertainment entree and the non-fortune cookie odd news. When we return from the break, this is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby,
Barnes & Noble,
and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off there. Ta-ta and farewell. One cup, look. They even broke.
Yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We're still dancing with Mike's faces.
I'm like trying to find a place to prop it up so that he can do the rest of the show with me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not quite, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite aerodynamic like
wait,
that.
I got it.
Oh, what, you have an idea?
I did it.
Yeah. Oh!
I jammed it on the side of my computer.
There you go.
It is blocking a portion on my screen.
And your face.
And my face.
You're blocking your own face with it. So
Can I hide behind it?
Yeah, that's it. You're just going to be stuck on that the whole show.
No, I won't do that.
All right, there we go. Enough fun.
Enough tomfoolery.
Yeah, enough tomfoolery.
Back to business.
Yes, back to the business at hand. We got to get into the second part of our show. It is time for the entertainment entree.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, we are officially in entertainment entree territory. And we do have more sad news. Boy, the entertainment entree recently, just every week has just been, it's been full of sad news. Last week was Ozzy Osbourne. This week is something in my world in wrestling, a big name, Hulk Hogan, passing away at the age of 71. This was definitely huge. When it broke, everybody either you knew it from wrestling, or you knew it from reality TV, or you knew it from Rocky 3. Everybody heard that, and everybody was like, "Oh, yes, Rocky." Hulk Hogan freaking died.
Yeah,
like it almost was the same level as Ozzy. I would think it's probably on the same level, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because Hulk Hogan was one of those figures that transcended his original world and entered, like you said, other arenas like reality TV and movies and things like that. So kind of touched, a lot of different people from different areas, not just the wrestling community, I feel like.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know, or maybe fortunately, I don't know, Hulk Hogan is reunited with the Iron Sheik.
Because you suck, Hulk Hogan, and you suck, Hulk Hogan ass.
Had to bring that back up.
Yeah.
It's just that clip's amazing.
He's doing that in the Great Beyond now.
Yeah. In all seriousness, I guess my take on it, it's a complicated legacy. It really is like a list of pros and cons. There were some things that he did that was fantastic for wrestling. I mean, without Hulk Hogan, you don't have the explosion of the WWF. You don't have modern wrestling invading on a global scale. I think wrestling would still be kind of viewed as like a regional rednecky kind of thing to support.
Yeah.
So you have kind of his evolution of the wrestling industry, and not just in the 80s too, but also in the 90s with WCW. I mean, turning heel when people thought that was impossible. Like, you can't make Hulk Hogan a villain, and then he does it with the New World Order, and it's arguably just as impactful. People love the NWO. I mean, I forget who it was. I forget which. It's one of the wrestling stores. They said they sell both Hulk Hogan and NWO merchandise, and the NWO merchandise sells more than the Hulk Hogan stuff.
There you go.
You would think it would be the other way around, but people love the whole that whole storyline. That was such a well executed thing that he did. So you have like these moments where you're like, he did do some great things in the industry. He was a successful reality TV star. Hogan Knows Best was a popular hit show. You can laugh about it, you can scoff, but it got ratings. People watched it.
Yeah.
So he was a successful reality TV star as well. So he has these like moments of brilliance that are nice to recognize. But then on the flip side, he does these kind of jerk things, and you don't know. It's like it crosses out each other, and you're left with, I don't know, like what to feel. The things that kept getting brought up in wake of his death was he obviously did not want to lose the people. He was very adamant that he wanted. There were very few people he was willing to lose to, in wrestling,
which is a frustrating thing in the world of wrestling because it's scripted. So it probably made him really difficult to work with.
Yeah. He was the first wrestler to have like creative control actually written in his contract. So like when he was with WCW, he would constantly just be a thorn in people's sides. Like he could just pull that out of his ass. He was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Sorry.
Oh,
it says it right here in the contract. Nope.
Yeah.
That's not going to work for me, brother. Like, like he had it right.
Yeah.
Mostly bad, but for him, he looked out for himself. I mean, that is something that I don't think other wrestlers thought to have, put into like their agreements.
Right.
So again, double-edged sword. Like it was unique, but it was also damaging to his character and to the wrestling business as well. He also, unfortunately, for lack of a better thing, was involved in the steroid trials. He unfortunately targeted Jesse the Body Ventura against forming a wrestling union for wrestlers, which, boy, I think WWE would have, or WWF into WWE, I think would have looked a lot different if there was a wrestlers union that would have saved some of these wrestlers that have been dying young.
Yeah.
They probably would have had better standards and better ways to handle their bodies both in and outside of the ring. So, yeah, you just look at some of these things and you don't know, like, what's the ultimate final verdict. It's very tough to figure it out.
Right.
I mean, and then you also have the whole incident with he made some racist comments on a hidden camera, and that took down Gawker. Remember that? Gawker was a website.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Hulk Hogan sued him for defamation.
That's right. Yeah.
They ruined a whole website.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then towards the end, he started promoting a really shitty beer for some reason.
Like, with all that creative control, you'd think he wouldn't be that hard up for cash.
Yeah. So it's a very bizarre.
It's a tale of two legacies.
Yeah, it's a very bizarre chart graph where he has like some really great moments and then some really low moments, up and down, up and down.
It's like without him, wrestling may not have reached the heights that it has today, but also because of him, there's a lot of controversies and ugliness that happened as well in its wake.
Yeah, and definitely things that probably held back wrestlers in some areas. You know, it's a very complicated legacy to put in altogether. I mean, and also, I don't want to get into politics, but Hogan supported Trump.
Yeah,
even showed up at the Republican National Convention last year, which that soured a lot of people. A lot of people thought, Hulk Hogan, good guy. It's like Superman endorsing a candidate. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's a very
mixed bag.
Right. It's tough to put it all together into one package and shoot out a final answer as to what it means.
But, I think it's important when we talk about big, prolific figures like this that you share the whole legacy. You don't just cherry pick.
Yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't be doing anybody justice if we just remembered all the good and not the bad. I mean, at the end of the day, he was human. He had good moments. He had bad moments. It's only fair to remember the legacy in its totality and just be honest about it. But that doesn't take away from the impact that he made on the sports entertainment world of wrestling.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. I mean, without Hulk Hogan, you don't have the modern WWE.
Right.
It would not look like that. It just wouldn't. I mean, Hulk Hogan is the reason why Vince McMahon is able to buy up all these regional developments and consolidate into a national media production for all of America to watch.
Yeah.
And then when WCW decided to rival Vince McMahon, they steal Hulk Hogan and they have a good run on their own. From 93 to 95, WCW was doing better than WWF.
I know they were because I played the PlayStation 1 game. That's the only thing that I know about wrestling, is playing as Sting.
Yes, you love Sting.
WCW versus NWO. I think it was WCW versus something.
Yeah, WCW versus NWO, yeah.
Fantastic game. Sting was the best character. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know if that's true or not, but in 7-year-old Michael's
world... So then,
world,
did you enjoy playing against Hulk Hogan?
Sure. Sting, to me, was the character most like a Mortal Kombat character, so I was like, that's my character, obviously.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So, to 7-year-old Michael, that was the epitome right there. Playing as Sting in WCW versus NWO. So, yeah, I guess I was anti-Hogan even then.
Yeah, you didn't even realize it.
I didn't even know. No.
So, yeah, it's a very complicated legacy, and Yeah, it's just and like you said, you got to put in everything. Everything has to be put in the final record. But it is to at least some degree, as a wrestling fan, it is sad to hear of his passing. I mean,
no matter how you slice it, he was instrumental.
Yeah.
To the whole industry.
Yeah.
So you can't remove that fact from the equation.
Yep. And also as a fan of Rocky as well, it's great that he was in Rocky 3. That's so random. He's in there as Thunder Lips, and that's his character, Thunder Lips.
Thunder Lips.
Yeah, kissing all the ladies on the way to the ring. Thunder Lips. And he's in there. He's in there for all the Rocky fans to enjoy. So he did acting. He did his reality show. It's just, to me, what I really am a little bit sad at, what really kind of makes me sad to think about his legacy is that we talked about it at the beginning of this year. Yep. His last WWE appearance is him getting booed out of the arena.
Yeah, he literally got booed off stage. Yeah.
These young kids, they only saw Hulk Hogan, what he did the last 5 or 10 years, and it's kind of all bad.
It's kind of all bad and sad, and, yeah, it is a shame that he couldn't have gone out on a better note,
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Doobie, good friend Doobie.
Yep.
He's a very profound Ukrainian words of wisdom, if you will, and that is you're remembered by your first impression, but you're also remembered by your last impression.
Yeah,
and
I think that's fair.
I think that's very telling in the Hulk Hogan puzzle.
That's exactly what you've been getting at this entire time, is that his first impression was instrumental in developing wrestling into what it is today. His last impression was the things that people don't like about wrestling today.
Yeah. So, once again, complicated legacy, but nevertheless, still sad to see a titan of the professional wrestling industry go out and leave us in this in the mortal arena here. Also, a fun fact for you, Mike: they were gonna actually call him the Incredible Hulk Hogan, but Marvel came through and said, "Hello."
Like, no.
We literally have.
We own 2/3 of that name. You can't, unless you want to give us 2/3 of the revenue, you cannot use. That's what, if I were a Marvel executive, I'd be like, okay, pay us 2/3 because that's 2/3 of the name.
Yeah. So instead, he was renamed the Immortal Hulk Hogan. So that's his.
They kept the I, though. They just went from incredible to immortal.
Right. So that was their way of getting around it.
Got it.
So we say goodbye to the immortal Hulk Hogan, passing away at the age of 71. All right, we got to stop with the celebrity deaths. Come on.
Too many celebrity deaths.
This has been a rough month.
Yeah.
Damn.
The fates have to relax, okay?
Yeah. This has been rough. All right, but let's get to some better news. Let's get to more regular things that we do here in the Entertainment Entree. This is the part of the show where Mike lets you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend with new movies, TV, and video game properties. It is time for Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got for the people?
All right, well, first up in theaters, The Naked Gun is coming out. This is not a remake of the original. This is a sequel. I didn't realize that until about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I guess it is, because Liam Neeson's supposed to be his son.
Yes, that is correct.
So
Liam Neeson,
it is a sequel.
It is a direct sequel, but it's very confusing to me because they have the same exact name as the original movie. So, I don't know, trying to capitalize on that recognition right there, but if you know anything about The Naked Gun, fantastic series from back in the day. Hopefully the new one continues on that legacy of weird, quirky. Why are you still using my face thing?
What? This is Mike's This Week in Entertainment.
Okay.
Therefore, it should be Mike's.
It should only be Mike's here. So go check out The Naked Gun in theaters. But in television, it's actually a really big week for animated shows. First, earlier, or I guess last week, South Park already came back with its big, momentous premiere. But this week, we have two big shows premiering. First, Eyes of Wakanda. The Black Panther spinoff premieres on Disney+. It follows a group of Wakandan warriors who travel the world to retrieve vibranium artifacts. But the big announcement this week in TV is the return of one of the most underappreciated and underrated series. After 16 years off the air, King of the Hill returns for a 14th season on Hulu. King of the Hill, if you're unfamiliar, follows the life of a family in Arlen, Texas, as their family and traditional values are constantly challenged by their expanding worldviews. I recently rewatched a few episodes of the original series. Absolutely hilarious. It still holds up. I remember watching the originals back in the early 2000s, and I'm ready to dive back in with season 14 of King of the Hill. And finally, in video games, Time Flies is a unique indie coming to PlayStation 5, Switch, and PC. In the game, you play as a fly who must complete its bucket list. The only problem is that flies live a very short life. The game actually converts your region's average life expectancy into seconds for the fly's lifespan. So, for example, in the U.S., you only have about 76 seconds to complete the fly's entire bucket list. So keep an eye out for that one in video games. And that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
All right, Mikey, thank you for that segment. This week in entertainment.
Did you have fun making me dance for the entire, 5 minutes?
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay.
For
For non-video viewers, you have no idea. Rich is just sitting here the entire time waving my face around in front of the camera.
Yeah. It's Mike's This Week in Entertainment. You need multiple
It
mics.
should only be mics out here. That's right.
Very good.
But we also have some actual news to get to. Some news that we didn't get a chance to get to last week.
Yeah, we ran over last week.
We had to put a pin in it, so we're taking the pin out.
Yeah.
We're ready to talk about it. The Emmy nominations for the 77th Primetime Emmy Awards airing later this year in September. There were a lot of nominations, some ones that were kind of expected, some that were kind of head-scratchers. So let's go through the list and talk about some of the big headlines. First, get this out of the way right off the bat. The biggest show with the most nominations, Severance from Apple TV Plus, with 27 total nominations and 10 major award nominations. The most nominated show, if you want to go by just major nominations, it is tied with The White Lotus for 10 apiece. I think that Severance was one of, if not the best shows of the past year, and I still to this day, Rich, will beg you to get Apple TV Plus because I think the show is literally handcrafted for you. I think that you would absolutely love the retro stylings of the world, the weird, sort of conspiratorial sci-fi plot, the unique kind of memory aspect of it. It's tailor-made for you. For the love of God, watch the freaking show.
I will, but not on Apple TV.
Okay.
I will find another way.
As long as you watch it. You have to watch it. It's really good.
I know. Everyone keeps telling me I got
it. Yeah,
it
is. I do believe it is tailor-made for you. It is like everything that you like about things like that.
Yes.
There's a whole episode about goats, Rich, in a sci-fi show. It's random. It's perfect. It's everything you want.
Okay.
You got to see it. So it got 27 total nominations. I think it's incredibly deserving. Going up against some other heavy hitters in the drama series, Andor on Disney+, The Diplomat on Netflix, The Last of Us from HBO, also The Pit from HBO as well.
Oh, yeah. These are some heavy hitters.
Some heavy hitters. You also have Paradise, Slow Horses, and The White Lotus, of course. Absolutely stacked category.
Yeah. So wait, I just realized,
White Lotus is drama. Is that what you were going to ask?
So yeah, there's that aspect, and then what qualifies as a miniseries? Because sometimes I feel like that line gets blurred.
Yeah, I don't know which one is confusing you about. Is it The Pit Or is that going to be?
The Pit is coming back for season 2.
Oh, it is coming back.
They're actually
Okay.
filming right now. They
okay.
know they got a hit on their hands. They
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was a one-off. Which one is the miniseries here?
I mean,
because I'm not familiar with I don't know what Paradise or the Diplomat.
I guess the White Lotus is fine because my thing is just every season is a whole different ball game.
Right.
Like it's not a continuously running.
But it is season 3 of a series.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. I always get a little weirded, but like True Detective fell into that too, where
so you think
their
each
very
one
first
should be
season,
considered a miniseries?
I don't know. I feel like if the story doesn't continue from directly continue from one season to the next, I feel like you're more of a miniseries because then each season is self-contained.
I get where you're coming from. I guess their argument would be that it's the same world, the same universe, because there are tie-ins between True Detective, The White Lotus, another one that I was thinking of that did this was American Horror Story.
Yeah, wasn't American Horror Story a miniseries?
Was it considered a miniseries?
I think it was. I don't know.
For some reason, I thought it was considered just a regular series. Yeah, I don't know what their definition is. I think it's because it's continuing. If it was just truly because miniseries are just a true one-off.
Black Mirror is considered an anthology series. Black Mirror has like 15 seasons, doesn't it?
Well, anthology means every episode is its own story.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah. It is tricky, especially with TV awards, because you break it down by not only series, but miniseries, anthology series, reality series. But then what's the difference between a talk show and what's the other one?
Scripted show.
Scripted late night versus...
Well, don't worry. Late night's not going to survive.
Well, that's dead. That's a whole other...
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they break it down by comedy and drama, but some comedies are actually dramas and some dramas are actually comedies.
The Bear is not a comedy.
The Bear is...
In terms of a comedy, Bear is not a comedy.
Never seen a less funny comedy than The Bear.
Yeah.
And that makes it sound like it's a terrible show. It's actually one of my favorite shows.
No, fantastic show. But
it's just not a comedy.
No.
Like, if you're laughing, it's because of the freaking anxiety. I find myself laughing like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to die.
Yeah.
You know? Like, not like comedy laughing.
I feel like these categories need to be more... There needs to be better
clearly
criteria.
Outlined.
There needs to be better criteria into determining where do these entities
They need to
fall in.
define their key terms is what they need to do.
Yeah. Like, the Bear should not be in comedy.
No.
I don't know who's making that call.
Do you think it'll win comedy again? Let's go over the comedy series since you brought up Abbott Elementary. Freaking fantastic. The Bear, again, just a stellar
Great show, but
not
shouldn't
a
be in
comedy.
that category.
Then we have Hacks, which I don't follow. My parents really like that. Nobody Wants This from Netflix. I didn't see that one. Only Murders in the Building.
Love Only Murders in the Building.
Great show. Shrinking on Apple TV Plus. Have not seen that one, but I have seen The Studio on Apple TV Plus. Another one that I think you would like. All about the movie industry.
Mm-hmm.
And What We Do in the Shadows on FX. What I feel like you've talked about that before.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh, you like that one?
Well, yeah, it's a very quirky kind of thing where the vampires and stuff, they have to. It's like their actual mundane tasks that they have to do, being vampires and werewolves and everything.
Just like staying alive.
Yeah.
It's not about like the turning into monsters. It's like, I gotta go clock into my 9 to 5.
Well,
So-
it's not 9 to 5. They can only stay up late at night.
I gotta go clock into my 5 to 9.
Yeah, however, whatever
Yeah.
jobs you can find at that rate. And like, I gotta go get blood.
Right.
That's what
I gotta hit up the blood bank or something.
Yeah, like it's a good show.
Might have to check that one out. Yeah. So really stacked categories. But let's talk about. I want to talk about the acting nominations because there was a really confusing nomination here. I don't want to get too bogged down in the other stuff before we get to this. Lead actor in a drama series. Lots of fantastic actors, but one stood out as incredibly confusing, and I want to get your opinion on this.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. Here we go.
So Pedro Pascal was nominated for Joel Miller in The Last of Us. Spoiler warning for The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah. Let me do a spoiler. Hold on, spoiler sound effect.
It's a spoiler! Woo! listen. Go away.
Yes, so there you go. Official spoiler warning if you don't know Last of Us.
Yeah, because there's no way around it. He's only in 3 episodes.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, that's a little bit. He should be in supporting actor territory. Shouldn't be lead.
Yeah, so I know there's only 7 episodes, but 3 is not even half.
Yeah.
I feel like the bare minimum, and I mean like actually in an episode, not like a brief like, like flashback or something
memory or anything
like
that.
a significant part of the episode. He needs to be in minimum more than half to be considered a lead actor.
Yeah, definitely should be in the supporting actor role.
I mean, if you're gonna get on series for being miniseries versus regular series, I feel like this is also one of those things where it's like
something else that should be qualified or something that should be defined better.
Why can't they say 51% screen time?
Yeah, or episode
something like that, or 51% of episodes.
Yeah,
because
is it just pure billing? Like really,
yes.
Is that what we're going to go down to?
It is pure billing. It is because he's one of the top billed actors on the thing. That's really the only reason I can think of, because he was hardly in it. He was hardly in season 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a bad choice for
absolutely crazy.
Lead actor, bad choice for that phrasing.
And I feel like there's a non-insignificant chance that he could potentially threaten to win the category.
I mean, he is Pedro Pascal. Everybody loves him.
I think his biggest competition would be Adam Scott from Severance.
Yep.
And maybe Noah Weil from The Pit.
The Pit was amazing.
Because that has been getting just incredible press.
Yeah, and he had to do a lot of work for that show.
Yeah.
Again, I mentioned it before. That show, I'm usually pretty good with like detaching myself and just enjoying a show. That show, I literally can only watch 1 episode at a time. It was so stressful.
That's really high praise, honestly, about any entertainment. The fact that it's affecting you so viscerally.
Yeah.
That you're actually feeling something like that. That's pretty high praise for any form of entertainment.
Yeah. So it was up to me. I would give it to him, but
yeah.
This is the Emmys we're talking about.
But yeah, so that's outstanding lead actor in a drama series. Are there any other categories that you want to focus on, or any other specific nominations you want to call out? Last week we touched on it a little bit when we were talking about Colbert.
Right.
Nominated in Outstanding Talk Series.
I would love it for him to win and just have it be a massive FU to CBS.
I mean, what is that acceptance speech like?
Yeah. I'm the best, but now I have to leave the network that's getting rid of me.
Is CBS setting themselves up for like an instant failure?
I feel like they are.
Like there's no way they come out of this looking good.
And especially now that we all know he's going to get canned in 8 months or whatever it is, 10 months?
I think it's May.
Yeah. This is it's almost like rigged. Like he has to win.
If he doesn't, it'd be crazy. Or they're going to give it to Jimmy Kimmel? No.
You really hate Jimmy Kimmel.
I hate Jimmy Kimmel so much.
Oh, I got a bone to pick with you. I just realized this. Yeah.
Okay, why?
Jay Leno.
What about Jay
Not
Leno?
enough of him. He's done. You want to talk about first impression, last impression? I'm good. Jay Leno sucks.
I saw briefly. He said something a little kooky recently, didn't he?
He basically came out and was like, "What do you expect?" Colbert criticized half of his audience. What do you expect?
Jay Leno. So I know why you're saying you have a bone to pick with me. I liked Jay Leno back in the day when he was on.
Never liked him. Never from the beginning. I don't know. I never liked his shtick.
Looking back on Jay Leno,
I don't like he screwed Letterman. I don't like he screwed Conan.
He did screw a lot of late night hosts.
Yeah.
So I will concede that back in the day, I did like Jay Leno. He's been souring on me a lot. No, really, he has.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I really disliked those comments because I think that like I've always maintained that, without getting too political, arts and politics or current events are like intrinsically linked. Like arts are reactive, right? So you can't take somebody who's doing something like a late night talk show about current events and not talk about current events. this was my big problem looking back and reflecting on how Jay Leno did it, and now reflecting on how Jimmy Fallon does it now. They're so safe.
Yeah.
They're so safe, they're almost neutered.
Yep.
And it's really frustrating because you look at guys like Stephen Colbert and John Oliver over in the Variety series, which I also don't understand the distinction.
Again,
I guess he's not
time.
talking to anybody, but these guys are challenging, right, the different things that are happening and forcing us to, Stephen Colbert through the lens of comedy to think about things a little more critically. John Oliver through just basically a 30-minute thesis to think a little bit more deeply. I think that's an important thing to do for the arts, is to get you engaged, get you thinking, get you feeling, right? So for Jay Leno to be like, just play it safe, just do whatever, this big bobblehead.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. And I apologize for liking Jay Leno.
Thank you.
Because
That's what I'm looking for.
back,
I want you to apologize since
I'm
day
so
one.
sorry.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Listen, I thought he was funny back in the day, but looking back on it, hindsight's 20/20, a little obnoxious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really all I wanted from this segment.
the entire time you're just waiting.
Boom! Hit you with it.
How long have you been holding on to that? Like, I can't wait.
I read it.
I can't wait for Jay Leno to come up so I can just stick it to him.
Yeah. Take that. Thank you. Good.
Got anything else?
No, that's really what
That's his astute observations and analysis for this
Thank you.
entire segment. Yeah, screw Jay Leno and screw you.
Had enough of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. So,
sorry, this was supposed to be about the current Emmys. Whoops.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So, yeah, I hope Colbert wins.
I know. It'd be great.
I hope he wins. I hope he gets to stick it to everybody, and I can't wait to see that speech and how many people it pisses off.
Yeah. Good. Piss off half the audience. Good. Do it.
Do it. Piss them off. Anything else you want to call out? Any other shows or actors?
I'll leave the floor to you because we're getting short on time. So is there anything else you want to mention?
There's nothing else that I want to mention other than make sure you go check out some of these amazing shows. Severance, The White Lotus, Last of Us. Talk about miniseries, Adolescence. Check it out. Really intense. The Bear, The Pit. So many great shows nominated. Can't wait to see who wins and where it all falls out. So we'll see in September. We'll have the full report and analysis after the awards are announced at that point. But it is time to move along. We got another fantastic segment coming up. One of my favorite segments. It's time for, of course, the Non-Fortune Cookie Odd News.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the Non-Fortune Cookie Odd News.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing!
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
Mandada bastata. I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that?
I seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at Meat Tornado.
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the Non-Fortune Cookie Odd News.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders. Go to the bathroom because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Odd News.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the Non-Fortune Cookie Odd News here in this segment. Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird, wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing this story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to?
Oh, Mike. Come on.
Really? Should have known.
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy. This is the face I make when I learn it's Florida.
Yep, that's perfect.
Inquisitive.
Yep.
All right. So what do we got in good old Dangle of America?
Yep, it is a Florida news story, and this might be a very appropriate Florida story, what you would think of for Florida. And, boy, just when I think the golf world is over, nope, someone decides to give me a little dessert of golf news.
Ooh, delicious.
Yeah, before the official golf season wraps up here. And that is because, according to Osceola County Sheriff's Office, there was a crime in which a Florida man beat up another man on a golf course because he was playing too slow.
No, I'm gonna f***ing kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Yeah, come on, man, pick up the pace. We're trying.
I could see that being an incredibly frustrating thing.
Yeah, come on.
Are there not like pace of play standards that you have to adhere to? So is this
They're supposed to be, yeah.
Was this person breaking those standards and rules, or was it just somebody trying to like race through this thing?
Well, according to the arrest warrant, Jason Hughes attacked a golfer on a course in Kissimmee, Florida, yep, he was honest. He told the Osceola County Sheriff's Office, "I was upset with the pace of that man's play."
He just owned up to it. He's like, I want everybody to know that guy is a slow golfer.
That guy's a slow MFer.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I don't know, how slow was this guy playing that warranted getting attacked? You know?
Yeah, so according to the police report, they exchanged words on the course initially.
Okay. So he's like, hey, hurry up.
Yep.
You slow guy.
Yep. The man was playing with a friend in front of Hughes. Hughes said that he told the man to hurry up a couple times. So this wasn't just like one time and then got into a fight. This had boiled up.
Right.
They had confronted this guy
like a couple
multiple
holes
times.
in a row. He's like, hey, pick it up.
Hey, here's an idea. If this is happening multiple times, let the dude just play in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, unless
you're talking about the slow guy, be like, hey, you can jump ahead.
If this is bothering him this much, let the dude play. Just take a break, sit down, let the dude play ahead of you.
Right.
I mean, unless the victim is like, no, don't cut ahead of me. I mean,
it could be possible. Some people get weird like that.
I don't know. Is it wrong that if that is the case, I'm kind of like, that's an asshole thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, if the guy's like. Yeah, I mean, like, there's no harm. It's like when you go to the grocery store and you see somebody that's got like 3 items and you have a whole shopping cart. Like, you let the person with 3 items go.
Well,
you know?
Especially if he's going to complain.
Yeah.
All right, just go.
Just go.
Yeah.
It's the courteous thing to do. It resolves everything. It avoids any confrontation. Just go.
So apparently Hughes confronted the victim multiple times. So I don't know if the victim told him, like, hey, we're gonna keep the order.
Right.
I hope.
Is there any legitimate golf reason, why you'd want to maintain the order?
I mean, if it was like a tournament or something. I mean, if it's
Okay.
just a casual.
Let's just assume it's just casual old people in Florida.
No, you're allowed. No, you could easily take a break and let the fast guy move.
Get a drink.
Yeah.
Polish your golf clubs.
Yeah. Polish the ball. Polish your balls.
Polish your balls.
Like that is.
Have a little chit chat.
Really,
Yeah.
if your balls aren't polished, it's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
Oh, my balls!
You should have put up the face.
Yeah.
Oh, my balls!
You got to keep your balls nice and clean.
Yeah, it is important. So, I mean, like, if the guy is accosting you that much, let him go through.
Yeah, let him go. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
I don't know. Maybe the victim told him, no, you can't do it. Because this happened multiple times. I would think if this happened like 3 times, like 2 or 3 times, I'm letting the guy go.
Right.
Like just
it's like somebody tailgating you really severely on the highway. You move over, you're like, just go. Like it's not worth it. But my question is, was it a reasonable request? Is this person golfing at the speed of a snail? Or is the other person just like super amped up and just wants to go, go, go?
Well, I think could be a little bit of both, because what tossed this over the edge was apparently Hughes saw him on a par 3, and he was just standing on the green chit-chatting with his friend instead of getting off of the green.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
So here you go.
That I will say is that's a jerk move, especially when you know the guy is on your ass,
right?
And you're just lollygazing on the green, like.
So were
that's
they
not right.
were they done golfing that hole?
And then they were just like, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh no, you chat on your way to the next one, right?
Yeah.
Like the holes are not particularly close. That's why they have golf carts,
right?
So you have plenty of time to chit chat as you're zipping around your little golf cart.
I think at that point the victim was being antagonistic.
I think you might be onto something here. Because he's been told multiple times. He's like, no, I don't want to change the order. Okay. Fine, that's your right.
But then you gotta pick it up or something.
But
you
then
gotta do something.
You can't monopolize
and rub it in his face.
You can't just stand on the green and just prevent him from actually golfing his hole.
Yeah.
Like that's actual interference.
Well, yes.
So are we supporting the person who committed the assault?
I will say I don't want to condone violence.
No, we don't want to condone violence. There's probably better ways to handle it than attacking him.
Yes, because at that point Hughes got very angry, and that is when he charged at the green and and sucker punched him in the jaw.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
When you say charged, the image that's in my head is like all limbs flailing, just like full steam ahead.
Yeah, or a Superman punch, like just like wow,
just come in and just crush him.
Yeah,
charge. It's a very strong verb.
Well, it was enough to get him on the ground, and then while on the ground, he tried to punch him in the face repeatedly.
Oh my gosh!
Like, everything's coming out.
He was done.
Yeah, had enough of this sucker. Boom, 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 boom.
Plot twist: this was hole 3.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
Does it say how far into the game they were?
No,
because
it should.
If this was in the front 9, I'm like, relax. If this is the back 9, I'm like, I'm not condoning violence, but you know.
No, it doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Oh, man. Where do you think? Where do you think it took place? I just want to know. This got to be a back 9 incident.
I don't know. It could be around that 9 marker. It could be.
You think?
Yeah.
That's not even halfway through.
It says he confronted him multiple times.
So you think maybe once every other hole,
something like that,
gets you to hole 8 or 9.
Let's say it doesn't happen the first or second hole. Let's say it happens on the 3rd.
Because you just get there.
Right.
You're catching up to them maybe.
And then let's say 3rd, 5th, 7th. There you go. It could
3rd,
happen
5th,
on the 8th or 9th.
Yeah, and then finally, on the green of the 9th, this guy is he pulls out a lawn chair.
There you go.
There you go.
Had enough of your crap.
Have you ever golfed? Have you ever either been accused of golfing too slow or accused somebody? You're like, yes, immediately, yes.
And you know what you do? You let the guy play through.
Yeah.
That's how you solve the problem.
Yeah. If somebody's moving faster than you, why hold up?
It's not a tournament. If it's a tournament, then you gotta bucker. You gotta follow the pace of play, and you gotta keep moving.
Right.
But if it's not, and you're just enjoying a round of golf with your friends and your buddies,
and I think that's the key, because the interruptions and the pressure is going to affect the fun of it. Is going to affect the vibe of it.
Yeah.
So why would you want to jeopardize that? Why don't you just let the guy go?
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't let the guy go.
Yeah. That's a good
wrong.
point. Everybody's wrong. Everybody sucks here.
I'm making a decree. Everybody's wrong in this situation.
Yeah. They're all wrong.
I don't want violence, so that guy is definitely wrong. But also, this victim is not a victim.
Oh, you just said it so bluntly. This victim is not a victim. Your
Honor,
Honor, this victim, not a victim.
This guy had multiple chances to let the guy play through, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And then he rubbed it in his face by talking on the green.
From the way the story is written, it does sound like on that last that last incident, it sounded like he was intentionally delaying or interfering or just,
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think he got to that point where he was like, oh, he thinks we're playing slow. Oh, well, I'm just going to stand here on the green.
Yeah, take extra time, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do a little stretch on the green or something. I don't know. Yeah.
See, I know nothing about golf, though, so how slow does somebody have to be playing to get that comment that you're playing too slow?
I mean, it just depends.
Depends.
If the guy behind you is riding you, it could happen.
Yeah.
But then the normal thing is let him go.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know. Everybody's wrong in this story.
I mean, I've definitely done that on mini golf courses when you're down the shore, you're golfing with the little kids. Oh my God, 7, 8, 9, 10 strokes. You let the other people go through, right?
Yeah. Just let
it's common courtesy.
All right, so both men had to be separated by their playing partners off of the green.
Oh boy.
The deputies were called to the golf course. Deputies said that they found the victim bleeding and bruised.
Oof.
And had to be driven to a hospital by his friend. So he suffered some pretty good
That's really
blows.
Did they take the golf cart?
Woo, woo. Is there an ambulance golf cart? Woo, woo.
I mean, there should be, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't drive actual vehicles onto the golf course. You don't want to ruin the grass.
This
right?
guy's bleeding on the green. Get him off of there.
You can't bleed on the green.
No.
That's not good. Then it's the red.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
That's holy ground. Don't mess around with that.
That's
right. Hughes tried to not confront the cops about this, but they were able to track him down with help of the golf course employees and surveillance cameras. And they were able to confirm his name with the credit card that he used to make the golf reservation.
Got him.
Well, I hate to say it, but the victim is not pulling this one aside. He is going full blown at him, and Hughes is being charged with aggravated battery.
Ooh,
wow,
man.
His appearance in court will be on Friday. His bond is set at $2,500, and he cannot play golf on any golf course until he settles some anger management issues.
Wait, on any golf course. It doesn't matter where in the country or the world, any golf course.
That's what the judge says, but I don't know how you're going to enforce.
Well, they don't
that.
have jurisdiction in other countries, but maybe in the U.S.
How about other states? You can't.
Could you go to another state?
Yeah, go to another state and play golf.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the judge can do that.
It seems kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, but
it's like punishing a kid. No more video games.
Yeah.
No more golf.
You made a guy bleed on the green.
Right. No.
Yeah, not good.
Man, that guy.
Yeah, that's rough. That's aggravated assault charge. You don't get out of that one easy.
No.
I mean,
it seems pretty cut and dry too. He punched a guy multiple times, had to be separated.
Yeah, but the other guy's being, I don't know. That other guy's being an asshole. I don't like it.
I mean, you're right. The other guy was antagonizing a little bit, but I don't know if he can prove that.
Yeah. There should be another charge. Being an asshole.
One count of being a big jerk.
Yeah, put that on the other guy. Yeah. I don't know. Pay $50.
Pay $50.
But something. There need to be something in the record.
Yeah. Some kind of note or asterisk and like, hey, like he was kind of mean.
Yeah, he was a jerk. He was being a jerk. I don't like it.
Yeah.
All right, but there you go. That is a Florida story if I've ever heard one, between
fighting
getting angry
and
on
golf.
golf.
And,
yeah. Unnecessary violence.
That's Florida.
Yeah.
If one of them was naked, it'd be perfect. Naked or like some kind of like substance abuse, perfect. I mean, who's to say they were golfing? People drink a little bit while they're golfing.
Yeah, you never know. Could have been.
Maybe there was a little bit of substance there.
Yeah. Maybe a cart girl was running by. Oh,
yeah.
Here's some Bloody Marys.
Guy crushes 2 Bloody Marys, then crushes the other guy. Boom.
You won't know what's red. It could be the blood or the Bloody Mary.
Right.
Never know. All right. Well, there you go, folks. That's what I had for you this week in the Non-Fortune Cookie Odd News, and that is where we have to start wrapping up the show. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting our little show. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to our website, the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all the social media, hubbaloo. But most importantly, make sure you have the correct way to get the podcast sent to you every week. We have two main ways to do it. First one is on our YouTube page. Go to @CrispyNoodlePodcast on YouTube and hit that red subscribe button so that you get the episodes sent to you every week. Second main way to do it is on Spotify. We put the video podcast up on Spotify, and you can watch us there, but you can also listen to us in the background on Spotify as an audio-only podcast. And if you are traveling, you can use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay to take us on the go with you. So there are all these ways to take the Crispy Noodle podcast with you and enjoy every week's show.
That's right. So many ways to check out the Crispy Noodle podcast. But if you need to get in touch with us individually to share your sports, entertainment, and odd news stories, you can find us on Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I am Matt Richliebig, RICHLIEBIG. Find us on Blue Sky. Send us anything that you want us to talk about on future episodes. Any odd news goes to me. And if we do talk about something that you submit, we will give you a sausage shout out. So make sure you do that. And here it is, one last time, the MSI laptop. It's been a good run. I think I've had this for like 6 or 7 years. This is its last show, its final voyage. Good job,
final
laptop.
Voyage.
Yep, saying goodbye to that. So shout out to this laptop. All right, there you go. That's what we have for you. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys
later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.